The trend in recent years regarding watches is to decrease their size. Generally, watches are being reduced to less than 40 millimeters, which of course my wrists appreciate, but there are certain cases where I do enjoy larger watches. Many people will say that if you have a small wrist, you can't wear big watches, or the other way around, if you have large wrists, you can't wear small watches. However, I believe the main thing in this hobby is to buy what you like, what makes you feel good, regardless of size, color, or brand. You're the one buying it, and the point is for it to make you happy. So if I want to wear this IWC Big Pilot at 46 millimeters, that's my choice. Pilot's watches have an interesting history, if you want to call it that. They were designed for pilots during the World War II, around 1940. In fact, the one you're seeing here is small compared to the actual size of the watches used by pilots at that time. Because the original IWC Flieger measured 55 millimeters, and there was a reason for this. Back then, it was unusual for men to wear watches on their wrists, and it was much more practical for a pilot in a warplane to have the watch on their wrist to quickly check the time. Now, these watches were created for the Luftwaffe and had to meet their standards, one of which was that the dial had to be easy to read, featuring large hands with lume and a triangle marker with two dots to quickly identify the 12 o'clock position. They also specified a large crown, which was simply because airplanes at that time were very cold and flew at high altitudes, requiring pilots to wear gloves, making it easier to operate with a large crown without taking the gloves off. Now, the biggest reason for the size of these watches was that they used pocket watch movements. If you've ever seen a pocket watch, you know they're large and easy to read. Now imagine taking one of these pocket watches and putting it on your wrist. It would obviously be huge. However, the same specifications from the Luftwaffe stated that the watch needed to have a central second hand. So these pocket watch movements were modified to include a center second hand, leading to the creation of these watches. Now this is the type of watch I like to wear, even if they are very large, because they have a purpose and a story. Here we have two examples. Obviously modern versions of this historic watch that was revived in 2002. And although the trend of watches is going towards smaller sizes, I believe these watches still have their place in the hobby, simply because they are not large watches just for the sake of it. They're not like the Invicta Joker, which is huge just to grab attention. The size of these watches had a purpose, and that's what I appreciate, honoring the history that has helped shape the world as we know it today. I also like that IWC doesn't shy away from this part of history. They were involved in the war and making watches for both sides, the German and the British armies. It's not a part of history that, while they might probably not be entirely proud of, continues to be a part of their DNA. We have this black version, which was the first modern edition with a black dial, and we all see the elements of a modern IWC. Sapphire crystal, blue anti-reflective coating, a dial inspired by the viewer with a very modern touch. I mean, of course, it no longer uses a pocket watch movement, as it now features an in-house movement with a 7-day power reserve, which is spectacular if you ask me. Then we have a much more modern version with a green dial that, if I may say, the IWC green is fantastic. To me, is one of the best greens in the entire watch industry. It gives it a touch that is certainly not as serious or military, but it makes it look spectacular. This is a type of watch I enjoy wearing, even if they are large for my wrists, because they represent a story, an event that marked the world. As I've said before, watches are not just for telling time. But what do you think?